Hello, YouTube friends. A couple weekends ago, I was fortunate enough to attend the Washington State's Sports Collectors Convention, the whatever annual, I don't even know. And we actually use this convention every year as a meetup of Washington State YouTubers. I was there with Andy and Dan and myself. It's not that big a state. What do you want from me, people? While we were there, we did see Eloy the Goat Flores. He had two tables, so I guess you could count it as four. But we had a great time after a little coffee pregame. We got geared up and headed out to the convention center. Was 80 tables, which I actually thought was quite a bit. Most of them were in this main ballroom here, and there were several in hallways leading up to that. And I had a good mix of vintage and modern, and just a little bit of everything, graded, non-graded. And I thought it was a really great show. I'm going to show you a couple tables here. This was really the very first table I came to, first or second. And I ended up making a deal with this guy, which you'll see here in a minute, for some really cool cards. Ended up being affordable because he cut me a deal. But I really liked the variety that he had. And he is going to be at a show, which they're starting up. They hope for it to be a big show in Washington State in August in Seattle. And if I can conserve any money from the National or make some more money, I might have to go and try to chase down this Rawlings box glove, a Stan Musial. You're going to see here in a second in the upper left. There it is. I want that card. This guy had a very heavy Seattle focus to his case, which is, of course, no accident. But he also had a lot of other cool vintage stuff that was in stacks, that was raw, that was very beat up. And I almost picked a couple things out of there, some pre war stuff, but just couldn't pull the trigger. But it was a fun case anyway. Another just cool case here with lots of vintage stuff. And like I said, a mix of raw and graded and just this and that. And there's some modern there in the middle. And that was kind of the theme of the show. It was kind of hodgepodge, which I don't mind at all getting your eye on different cards. I thought this case was a lot of fun. The last table I really took video of is probably my favorite at the whole show, both last year and this year. He's just got such cool stuff. He's got like a stack of turkey reds. And last year, this was the table that I bought my trade card at, my Forbes trade card that I love so much. And I remember that he had others, and I went right to him right when I got there, hoping to find some more, and he didn't have any. But I spent quite a while at this table just looking through all this cool stuff. Okay, you saw the table with the Rawlings glove Stan Musial. And like I said, that was probably my favorite table. And I saw some cards right away when I got there that I wanted, but I just couldn't buy yet because I didn't want to price myself out of something later that I could barely afford that I needed. So I put some cards aside kind of in his box. And then after I did a pass through, I went right back to him, immediately stashed these up. They were stickered at 90 together, and I got them for 80. So you figure about $3.33.333 cheaper than the stickers. This one's really awesome. This is let me get it focused, W517 Ted Lyons for the Knuckleball collection. And for 17-ish bucks, it's a one only because the writing on the back. Uh, Obviously not centered perfectly, obviously with some stains, obviously with some corner wear. None of those bother me at all. The surface picture is crisp and clear and nice, and I'm very happy to own that. I had a friend look it up on BCP when I got home because eBay didn't really tell me anything. And the last one went for 75 bucks. And I don't think you're going to find a lot of nicer ones than this one. So very, very happy. I then upgraded my Ron Santo rookie for 32 bucks and a 4. You get the focus there. A lot of you know what this card is like for the Washington Players Born in Washington State collection. That's a beauty. Dylan wouldn't approve of the centering, but it's not Dylan's card. And same with this next one. It's a 56 tops. I'm up to 4 for the Hall of Famers now. So why not? Sure, I guess I'm doing the Hall of Fame run. And for 32 bucks, I thought that Nellie Fox was really nice. It's a gray back. And I mean, other than the centering issues, it's a real crisp image. And that's really how I collect vintage. What does that image look like? Particularly the front image, the part of the card you look at. So $80 between those. Pretty screaming deal. I was happy with it. I spent enough money on those. I decided to go a little cheaper with my next purchase. And I saw a guy that had a bunch of sportscaster stuff, and I went through his boxing. And I got Rocky Marciano. I got Jack Dempsey. I got Joe Louis. And then I got this history of World Heavyweight Championship, also with Joe Louis. I got the Upper Deck Heroes hologram of Hank Aaron, which I don't know if it's going to hologram very well. And I got Why Not, the Ted Williams for $1 out of his dollar bit. And I got a Veda Pinson rookie with a little creasing down here, but I was really attracted to the color on that. And he did all this for 10 bucks. Figured not too shabby. Next, I was getting tired quick. I need to get my show legs under me before the National. But I just decided to knock off some 64 and some 73 set needs. So I did that. For 64, I got a Kurt Flood. Some surface wear there, but that'll be a binder card. Nellie Fox. Focus. Not wearing a hat card, which is kind of an anathema for me, but there we go. The Mike Shannon rookie. Maze Cepeda, which is in pretty rough condition. Oops, pardon me. I didn't realize how someone took something to Orlando's face, but I just won a copy of this card, so I'll be getting an upgrade on that anyway. That'll be perfect for a binder card. To 73s, I got a couple of these all-time leader cards. Ty Cobb, Lou Gehrig, and Ty Cobb again. And I got all that for, I think it was 25. After that, I was getting real tired. And I probably overspent on this card. But I got sick of looking at a blank slot number 1 in my 73 set. And I knew that if I came home, I wouldn't buy one off eBay, even though I could maybe get it for less. So I just pulled the trigger so I could say that it was done. And I won't have to look at that stupid first blank spot. The 73 set, the Ruth Aaron Mays. Stick it at 50, paid 40. Probably could get it on eBay for 30. But it's done. I have it. I own it. Can't be undone. By now, I was getting real tired, and I started looking at meeting back up with Dan and Andy. And I just started picking through a dollar box while I was waiting to find them. And I got these 6 for $5. Purple Miguel Cabrera refractor for $1. I'll always do a Hall of Fame refractor for $1. Kershaw, no different. And then I went nuts with some Willie McCoveys. I didn't realize I picked 3 different McCoveys, but I got no problem with that. I don't think I had those. And then I found this Seaver, and that was 5 for $1. Okay. Ooh, boy, we're having some fun. I need to do one more thing before I end this video. I need to make sure to thank Andy and Dan for some goodies. Dan found this Earl Averill card for me, which I did not have. And Andy sent me some Packapalooza leftovers. And the cool thing about this pack is it mentions the Provisions. And a lot of you know I built a Provisions master set. And I thought this would be good to display with it once I figure out how I'm going to do a display. 92 Stadium Club, an Alvin Davis Harold Reynolds card with the little mountain there in Tempe that's unmistakable if you've been there. It's in the background of a lot of Mariners cards, especially from the 80s, because that's where they did their spring training. And then I had never seen this Keebler Ricky before, and I love the glasses. I've never seen this and never seen him wearing glasses like that or anything, so I was amused at that. I hope you like watching my pickups as much as I like picking them up. I doubt it because I really love these cards. Curious, what was your favorite? If these were your cards, what would be your favorite of the lot? And drop it below. Let me know. Until next time, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.